Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our 4th Age Total War Tharbad campaign. And as you can see by this slowly retreating captain of Adunabar, we've just won a little battle here. This was the one we set up at the end of the last episode. A very quick skirmish in the trees, lots of archers, a little annoying to play out, but these are the kind of small battles you have to do from time to time. So I just did that one off camera. We won. We're not able, however, to kill the family member, and so he was able to get away, probably retreating back into the watchtower of Amon-Sul. Now, this army did take a bit of a beating. The spears of the bridge here, as you can see, are down to just 19 men. The family member did very well. This unit, of course, Merchant Guard, pretty strong units, certainly against most of the low-tier Adunabar stuff, but can even do well in sufficient numbers against higher-end things. But we don't have any cav here, right? So we were not able to catch anybody. We are training some extra infantry, some extra archers, but I think all we need to do is end the season now. This was the army that I was thinking about taking to Ridhmallen, which is a rebel province pretty much due south of Sarnford, due west of Tharbad, right down here. There's almost half a stack in here, though, and I'm thinking this army is a little weaker than I would like. So I think we want to bring in some reinforcements. And as I do that, I just want to periodically make sure that Dunland has not conquered these rebel settlements. They have not. Rohan is pressing northward, although they have not yet taken or besieged the settlement here of Dunkreok, which is good news. And they haven't taken Dunfrecka, which is also good news. I want them to be fighting for a little while yet. So I think I want to take another couple of turns, maybe train up just a couple more units that I can take to Ridhmallen, because I'm a little concerned if there's a lot of like javelins or spears or whatever there that are defending the settlement, then I'm going to have a harder time taking it. So maybe I want actually, let's take these 2 units and I'll probably swap you back over to Tharbad for retraining, but in the meantime, let's get a cavalry unit. It's been too long. We've only got a single unit on the board, and he's down quite a bit. So having 1 unit of cav, this is not so much for the sieging army, but it'll be good to send it up to Bree. And in Greyholm, population's actually doing pretty good here. So I could afford maybe to train something tougher. But why train it here where it's going to get only like 5 experience when we can train it in Tharbad where it's going to get well 5 instead of 4 rather, right? So it feels like a waste to train melee units here where that experience chevron to me feels more important than it is for just ranged units. So how about this? We'll hold off in Greyholm actually for a turn, and we'll just keep using Tharbad. Okay, we've got an attuned governor, and this is... Oh, this is Greyholm. Oh, you weren't attuned. Okay, so probably... Alright, he's the heir. Something must have happened. We must have gotten a different governor in there, which is fine. 4 more seasons for Homeland Dominion to be finished in Swanfleet, and that'll be very good. And in Last Bridge, yeah, so they're scrambling troops in the area to try to defend Rivendell. So this is one we may have to fight here. We have to go on the offensive, much as I don't like doing it. And I would, in some ways, almost prefer fighting, a defense-type battle. But I think we want to get on the walls and capture this, and then just do whatever we're going to do with it. So this is going to be kind of a weird one. They don't have any archers, but I think we can do pretty well in the sort of city layout environment. And then when we get it, we will have lots of archers. So if they want to besiege it, it'll be that much harder. But I'm not too confident about what Rivendell is going to provide us. I'm getting this more out of necessity strategically than any real other reason. Like, it's not going to be, I think, a very strong economic center. It's going to have very low population. It's not going to offer us anything new in terms of units, even down the line. It's an elven settlement layout, so that's neat. But it's not something, I just don't think it's going to be that great for us. So Yeah, I guess we got to do this. We're going to take some losses among our Spears of the Bridge. So let's actually hold them back. Yeah, we'll send the mercenaries. I'll keep these guys because we're fighting one family member inside, and that's the unit that I want to pin with, so I don't want them to take losses. We actually only have 2 archers in this army. I thought it was more. Okay, so they're not holding the gates at all. Oh, geez. Hopefully... Ooh. Alright, we got damage. 20%, 23. Are we going to make it? 29. I think if we get above... Okay. That feels very close. I would have thought 32% was the point at which siege stuff catches fire. Maybe it's anything above this. Maybe it's like 33 or higher. Or maybe it's not that. Maybe it's something completely different. Alright, we're going to capture this as fast as we can. There's no way to capture the gates without taking losses. So, the layout for Elven settlements is tricky to deal with. They've got this massive hill in the center, and there's only 2 approaches. So you can go right up here, or you can go around to the left and come up the other side. And there are these couple of kind of raised hills on either side flanking. The AI tends not to make use of these, and to be honest, I haven't really either, like by putting archers up here. I don't remember doing that at least, so I'm not sure if that's super effective. Let's send you this way, given that we may want to get some flanking. Because this hill, I mean, if you get down to bird's eye view, whoops, I didn't want you to go that way. This way, please. Yeah, this is pretty intimidating. So it's, you know, completely flat, and then it's extremely steep here. Very nice view, the tower with the sun right behind it. But as you can see, and then we get to the center, and this is what is this? 30 horses. And then we've got their tier 1 unit. This is their lowest cultic unit, the Grim Spears. But that's, you know, kind of the equivalent of our Spears of the Bridge, which is a tier 2 unit for us. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. And the problem is, coming up these hills is also just very tiring. And we don't have any calves. So, like, cavalry, it can move up hills without getting fatigued. I don't know if you ever noticed that. But if you walk your horses, they can go up any slope, and they'll still be fresh. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I mean, like, I don't know if there's much of a point in marching around this side. Maybe we'll just have the javelins come from this side so they can get a good shot in. And, yeah, maybe the archers, too. How about that? We'll run the archers around. I think we do want to capture this tower, and then that'll be good. And then we can get down here. Alright, archers are warmed up. I don't know how much fatigue matters for missile troops. I'm hoping it doesn't matter that much. I think it's less of an issue than it is for melee guys. At least that's my guess. But yeah, we've got just 3 units coming up this hill. They're winded. Okay, we've got some guys who are fresh, actually. Warmed up now. So I think what I want to do is this. If we can be cool and not lure them out of the plaza for a little while, that means making sure our archers aren't shooting before we want them to. We can get up here, regain our fatigue. Right, you guys are actually warmed up. That's much better than I thought it would be. We get you guys up there. Keep the axemen in the back. And we'll just halt there. Oh, no, they're going to go for it. Damn it. All right. That is really unfortunate. All right, so halt the axemen now. They're tired. Yeah, this may be a disaster. We almost had the slope right? Now we're just fighting downhill. So they're going to get some advantages. 29 men in the unit. We've got 30 in our bodyguard. We do have, you know, these spears. All right, let's get the attention of the Grim Spears. All right, they are going to move. All right, 28 men. All right, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, what I should have done is gotten my guys over here so that the Grim Spears pull away so that I can have a place for my archers to go. All right, let's just see if they run down the slope after us. How about that? Oh, we're losing a lot of guys here. Oh my gosh. All right, throw everybody in. I don't think that's a good move. All right, they're going back. Damn it. All right, I don't know if we're going to get this. 25 men. Okay, so, yeah, instead of that, we're going to do what I should have done the first time, and we're going to go over here. All right, now they're going to follow us down here. Run. You guys can come here. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh. All right, get away, get away, get away. All right, our family member. Oh my gosh. All right. Holy crap. All right, they didn't fall for it. They came back to the center. Oh, this is so bad. All right, let's give a little morale boost, I guess. Oh my gosh. All right, so we've got 11 spears to the bridge, 47 axemen of Tharbad, and they only lost like 8 guys. Well, this is why I don't like siege assaults. I thought we had this, but then I forgot the layout of Elven settlements is really bad. Okay. No, that's the end of that. Alright, let's see if maybe we can get some lucky javelin throws into the... Yeah, no, we're good. We're toast. We're toast. End it, crushing defeat. Alright, we got our family member. Oh, that's embarrassing. So he's going to retreat back down south a little bit. Not too far because the border is not very far from Rivendell. So we kept him. Let's see. I don't think he's picked up any bad traits. But that stinks. Okay. It didn't even get us, like, money or anything, you know? Like, it's not like we had super expensive units there. So, yeah, I think I'll keep training that cav unit. And do we have money to do anything in Bree? Yeah, we've got money for this now. So that's nice. What to do now? We don't have great training options anywhere else. So it's important that this gets completed. But let's see what this force is. We uncovered them last turn. And okay, there is some interesting stuff here, but it's not trolls anyway. So these Uruk Berserkers are very cool, but they're also very low defense. And the answer for that is arrows, which we can do pretty easily. Uruks similarly are good, but they're kind of squishy. So there's like they're like big unit sizes, but the defense is not impossible to overcome, and their morale is not as good as like Dunedainic units. So these are a bit of a problem. Uruk Guard, same kind of thing. I think we just keep going archers, and we should be able to deal with that. Okay, so that army is coming. I do want to check out settlements. Okay, we've got Forodrain over here that they own, and they're probably also in possession of this. Okay, not actually. They're having trouble. So this is one of my favorite units in the whole mod, and it's probably just because they're rare, you know. Lostoth Warriors are just very cool to me. They're one of those units you read about in the appendices, or one of those groups, I guess, groups of people. And they're just awesome that they're in the mod, but they're kind of difficult. Effective against armor, combat bonus in snow, fast moving, bonus versus riders. So they're javelin throwers. They've also got like spears for melee. Just a cool unit. You can train him if you're a Manish faction and you get up here. But it looks like Adunabar is having some trouble getting or holding Rond Lasath. Let's get the spy over here. I want to uncover Karn Doom and see what their other settlements might look like. And over here, yeah, we're just going to have to get him back. And by the time he does, Swanfleet will be a little more functional. So it'll be bringing us in some more income. Okay, should we spend more in building anything? Like, I could also do training down here, actually. This has even better population than Greyholm. XP on these units is also not going to be awesome, but, you know, it might be better than nothing. Let's go with a unit of Axemen of Tharbad. And then we'll send him up by ship. Okay, the spy over here. Yeah, we've got lots of spies now, so that's fine. They're all moving around. I had that emissary going to Mithlond so that I could be in perfect position to hand them Rivendell this turn. Alright, so that'll have to wait. But there's the army we just saw. They've got some archers of their own. You know, some of these orc hunters. But again, I think we can take them. We've got plenty of archers here. Let's see what we've got. So for Lond Dare, we can move this unit of Axemen. So, right, as you can see, they're only coming in with 4 XP with the Silver Chevron. So that's not the best, but we can work with it. Let's get you guys, let's start sending you over into the west, and we'll send other units to maybe meet up. Alright, still nothing new from Mercs. And let's just check this area. It might be all the same mercenary pool area. But I think I'll get you up here, and I'll leave the ship here. I'm a little paranoid that if I get them off the boat, this army is going to come down and hit my Axemen. So we're just going to leave them there for now. Let's get another unit of archers down here. Let's get another unit. Let's get a melee thing. We'll go for Spears of the Bridge just to have something. Actually, no, we're going to do that here. And, yep, archers, because we're going to be splitting. Everything we train here is going to be... Maybe we're going to send some of it for this army. Maybe we're going to send some of it somewhere else. All right, now this guy, I'm tempted to turn around and hit him, but looking at these unit sizes, that would not be good. So we'll keep going down to Swanfleet. Okay, Argaleb is attuned at Bree. Awesome. So in one more season, we'll be able to get some benefit to that when we queue up the Fiefdom Dominion, assuming we have enough money for that. We've got 3,000 coming in, and we're training everywhere. So yeah, let's just hold off on building. There's Karn Doom. It's rebel held, which is great news. Hopefully, it looks like maybe Adunabar has tried there. Okay, so they want overlordship, but they want 3 ways. That doesn't even warrant a response. And here we go. Should have been paying more attention to that. Should have been paying more attention. Okay, let's send a spy down to Ford Rain. Just a single unit here. Let's see, public orders at 110. If we could get in here, which we can, maybe we can cause some trouble. 100% public order. So, you know, we're not going to get a rebellion going there, it looks like. Okay, we've got provincial pacification in Bree, but we're not going to be able to benefit from that. And here we've got some very, very dangerous units. Okay. Alright, I fell asleep up here. I should have been having spies in this region to keep an eye on what was coming so that I could send forces out to meet it. What we might have to do is a sally. Get at least 1 archer unit, maybe 3. But we've got plenty of archers to deal with that. So yeah, I think we want to queue up a sally here. Let's get this queued up though as well.
Yes, Captain. Leaving the army. All ashore.
Get you here. I don't want to waste movement points if I can help it. And yeah, Ridhmallen.
Besieging settlements, sir.
Okay, I just want to see what this is like. All right, they do have a cav unit and a couple of the spear units. These guys can be, you know, kind of tough. And they've got only one archer and then one javelin. Okay, I think I want to do it. We've got one melee. We've got like 2 melee units, really. We've got this guy here is just to make up numbers. And our bodyguard. And I think with the archers, I think we can do this. So let's assault. I'm going to take a page from Webba's book, which is don't wait around in this type of scenario. Even though I could, you know, I could just sit here. But while you're doing that, you're losing supplies, potentially, which is a trait that your family members have when they're on campaign. And getting too low supplies means you start to take penalties. And also, it's just not doing you any good. You're wasting the upkeep on those units. And the troops are sitting there where they could be used elsewhere. So, this is a nice flat battle map. Let's find the straightest shot inside, which is going to be here. We'll queue up our archers, which are all these guys. Get them all together. Okay, and then, yep, javelins I think can be here. And then you and you and you and you can all be kind of together. We'll go ahead and keep you in shield wall. And then we also have what? Like, yeah, 19 spears of the bridge, I guess. All right, and that's everybody. Okay, are they going to come out? Yeah, they are. Great. They're going to come out and go back. Some hunters. This is their archer unit. So this should be pretty straightforward. We can hit them. They're going to start shooting at us, but that's okay. And here's their javelin unit. So these are the 2 that, you know, I'd like to get rid of. They're sending in, what, some axemen? All right, no problem at all. As soon as they get close, we're going to get javelins at them as well, and they're going to break. Okay, and scouts. Okay, their cav. I'd love to have their cav come out. I think. Actually, I should probably want to fight them in the city, but I think we are going to fight them outside. I think with all this archer fire, they're going to respond to it, and they're going to keep feeding in units 1 or 2 at a time, which is great. All right, scouts. Again, this is a great unit to get rid of, and we should eliminate them. All right. Very, very good. So let's just march a bit closer. All right, we're going to start to get some hits. They've got their archers back here. They are attacking, but they're not going to decide quite what to do. What do we have in here? All right, spears and axes. I think it's just 2 units. And this is a Ryador Spearman. Again, a very, very low tier unit. You know, we could take him out with our Tharbad Militia, which, again, I really like the look of these guys. They're the lowest kind of unit you can make, but this is also Tharbad's the only faction that can get anything like this. It's just a very cool model, actually. I like the little sacks they've got, I think, on their belt. And the spears, I just like the model. The helmet, something about it. You know, it kind of strikes me as sort of Anglo-Saxon, you know, vaguely Germanic style helmet and equipment and everything. And I don't know, I think that just seems cool to me. There's something about the basic units that I enjoy. All right, I think this is the only prodding we're going to be able to do. Oh, no, there's another unit there. I think, can we hit him? Yeah, Axemen. All right. We don't have many arrows left, but we can at least deal with these guys. Yeah, we're out of arrows now, but we've got javelins. I don't think I want to bother chasing him, honestly. So now, it's these guys, Eriador Riders. This is a mid-tier cavalry unit. I think that's what the unit is. Unless it's like just the generic Captain's Guard Rebel Bodyguard unit. Either way, it is something we do have to take seriously. So let's go up with our melee guys. I don't know if there's too much point in trying to pull them out of the plaza. Alright, I will take you guys out of shield wall. Just they move so slowly when in it. So try to remember to get them out of it when it's time. Alright, let's halt the mercenaries. And I actually think I'll throw in the Axemen of Tharbad here. And the bodyguard too, sure. It's going to be a mess because all of our guys are marching through.
Swordsman.
Okay, let's put them in shield wall now because we're kind of close enough. These guys are going to break pretty soon. And if I was smart, I would stop these guys marching right through the melee, but it's going to stop. Okay, so, the Tharbad militia, I think I'm okay with them getting into some of this fight. Got our swordsman moving up as well. Let's get the bodyguard too. Alright, so that's the last of those axemen. Alright, looks like the cavalry's going to get in on this. We'll see how our militia does against Cav. Yeah, these are Eriador Riders. It says losing slightly here. As you can see, we're taking losses. But we've got some chaos as we're chasing routers through with our bodyguard and so on. So, all right, let's just speed this up. And again, there's still those 2 full units in the plaza that we will have to deal with. I'm going to take you off fire at will for now. But let's get the Axemen up and the Dunlending mercenaries. All right, 23. So we've taken out half of them. And we start off with, I think, what is it, 90?
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
The Tharbad militia has, I think, 90 as a starting amount of units. So we've lost like a third. Which I guess is not unreasonable. Alright, there goes the family member, the general of the rebels. And I think I want the militia to get down the street here. And we will bring our general up. And the swordsman, I think I want to go here. The general can go a little farther. And yeah, let's put you on fire at will now. Turn this way. So, yeah, I think this is all fine. Let's come at them from the flank. Maybe we can kind of push them out of the plaza. They'll rout. We can join in with the militia now from this side. And again, if I had taken a bit more time, I could have brought guys around here. That would have been nice to have someone hitting from the other flank. But I think we're going to be fine. These are like kind of tier 2. And you can see the spearmen are already routing. It's not going to be a quick fight, though, because they're going to get back into the plaza. Alright, but this is going to be Ridhmallen, which will be nice to at least have under my belt. And all these troops are, in theory, freed up. because we'll need to leave some behind for garrison, but not too many. I'm thinking, you know, the mercenaries are going to be some of the most cost-effective units for that. Yeah, let's just end there. So we didn't do too bad in terms of losses. Could have done better, always could do better with siege assaults. Really not. I don't have the patience most of the time to do it really well. But yeah, with Ridhmallen, let's see what the income is. Let's see what those horses are going to bring in for us in terms of trade. We're going to just occupy. You can see the population's really low. In terms of trade, 413 currently. And, you know, that's with absolutely nothing. This is also a completely undeveloped province. It's not even like a minor province yet. So horses, let's see, horses and iron together, trading with 3 ways, 119. So this is quite decent for no infrastructure. We're trading horses with everything that's around us. So that's 3 ways, Tharbad, and the Northgard Fort. I forgot about that one. So the nice thing about those little forts is that they are locations to trade with. You know, so it's not only the fact that they offer, you know, sometimes a bit of a choke point, but they give you a bit of income in that regard. We would be training with other places to our west if we were to war with the rebels. So Minhiriath, this is the only province that borders us to the west. Aaron Vorn is a separate small one here. So this is the next one we would want to get. Ether Berain. So at the mouth of the Brandywine, I assume. I think Berain is a word for Brandywine. Anyway, that's the next place we would go, and then get this one to sort of complete the conquest of sort of Western Cardalan. But this is a nice little chunk. So I'm feeling good about this. Let's see what we can get away with in terms of public order. If we just have it on low. Let's see. Do I want to use this guy? I think I want to use him in battles. He's an adept commander, so that gets everybody +1 morale. He's a spendthrift, which is also good for morale. Easygoing is good for morale. So this guy is going to be good. Shadow touched, so that's actually not good. But he's already dubious, which is negative, but it's the most good negative trait when it comes to opinion of liege. So that only gives a -1 morale, and he's already counteracting that at least with 3 other bonuses from the other sources. Well supplied is giving morale, right? So this is pretty easy to overcome the negatives associated with dubious, and we give him a lordship somewhere. He's going to be supportive. So I think we keep him around. Yeah, let's train an emissary. Let's queue up this. That's not going to do too much for our income, but it should be easy for us to queue up a Dominion building somewhere. And I can't remember, is this going to be a homeland or fiefdom? Probably fiefdom, sadly. Okay. So in terms of garrison, well, we may as well leave him here for a turn, right? But next turn we can take the army out. Let's see, 788.
Captain.
Move you down into Swanfleet. I don't think there's going to be any more mercenaries in Ostenethel, but we may want to think about getting an agent over here to prevent bribery. Well, you know, honestly, if they bribe it, it's just wasted money for them because I can walk into it. They can't train anything here, so may as well just not worry about that. In Tharbad, what else do we want to go for? I think, let's see, do we want to go with Mariner Swords or Tharbad Pikemen? That might be nice to have some numbers and like a really, really decent defense. Yeah, let's do that just for a bit of a change up. 26 versus what was that, like 30, 34? That's a big jump. And the morale is good as well. So really the thing we want to do now is, let's see, we train more archers here. I think that's fine. We'll leave that where it is. I think we want to do our sally and see if we can possibly defend Bree. Let's just see what this looks like. It's barely in our favor, I think. They outnumber us. And, you know, it's expected units. And actually, they've got fewer archers than I thought. So this is actually nicer. 4 Shadow Riders, 7 Dark Bows. Okay, I'm feeling better about this. Swords of the Shadow are going to be tough, and their bodyguard, of course, is going to be, you know, kind of an issue. But I think we can do this. We don't have a lot of melee stuff, but as long as we've got our king, you know, we may as well use him, right? So I think we need to queue this up and just go for it. Now, hopefully we can do this, you know, in a clean way, taking as few losses as possible. And Sallies do offer you the opportunity for that, because usually the AI is going to reposition. They'll move their troops away to a corner of the map and sit them there. And because these guys don't have archers, we should be in a pretty good position to set up, you know, kind of however we want with impunity. All right, I just want to make sure all of my troops are accounted for here. All right, that's all of them. Let's go. Where are you going to go? Oh, they're going to go back? All right, that's great. Okay, so now how do I want to set up? I think we just grab all the bowmen, right? We go like that. Yeah, we take all of the tough guys. I think that's that. We move them like so. And we'll bring the cav out just for some odd chances that we might get to use them. So they're setting on the downhill, and if I felt a bit stronger about my units, I would I'd get going and try to, you know, charge them, bring the fight to them, but we don't have the army for that. Okay, everybody's kind of where they want to be. Now let's do it. In fact, let's run, because they're going to start moving. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do shield wall where we want to. Shield wall and fire at will. Alright, Shadow Riders are going in right for some of my archers. Okay, and we've got the bodyguard going right near where my pikemen are. That's good. There's another bodyguard. I think we can deal with these dark swords. Chasing away the cultists and the, what is that? Alright, why don't you halt then? We don't need to pursue them. Alright, let's take out those cultists. Go after the dark swords. I like the Mariner Swordsman being down here. Fire at will. I think this is going to go very well. Down to 5 men here. Alright, we're hitting some of those Swords of the Shadow. Great, they're going to chase my bowmen. They're not going to be able to catch them, I don't think. Alright, I think I can use my cavalry a bit more intelligently. And this is going to be a little tricky. But we do have 47 men here. They're just very compact. Orc Band and Swords of the Shadow. Okay, we can do a charge against these dark swords. Our Merchant Guard is doing pretty well. Okay, other Swords of the Shadow have moved around to the right. They're going to give us a problem. Alright, lances are down. 49 men becomes 34 broken. Nice. Alright, get right out. Scrim Spears. And their archers, I don't know where their archers are. We may have just eliminated them completely. Alright, we're getting into some trouble down here. So I think we need to fix this battle. Let's see if we can get a charge on the spears. Not good, not good. Pull it back, guys. I need to have lances down before we charge. Alright, we'll hit those Swords of the Shadow. While they're presenting their rear to us, we may as well. Alright, try this again. That's a lowered lance. And it's, you know, There's a lot of guys in this force. Let's pull them back. We may get one more chance at a charge. Okay, so we've got some bows left, or some arrows left. We may as well move these guys into position. And actually, I'm going to bring the longbowmen in into a melee role. Are we firing? Thought I told you guys to fire at the Swords of the Shadow. Alright, let's go here. Now we got some routing. What is this? Cultists, good. And Grim Spears. Okay, that frees us up a little bit. We can help the poor Mariner Swordsman. So let's bring in the other family member here. And I think I'll stay on these units just for a little while. But the City Longbowmen, let's actually stop them. Okay, good. Some breaking. Dark Swords. Okay, let's stay on the Grim Spears. Yeah, we are firing. Wait, no, we're not. Why are we not? They're like refusing to fire. What am I missing here? Got arrows. Okay, they are doing it. Here we go. Something just changed. I'm not sure what that was. I swear I've been giving orders, and they've just not been following them. Okay, this is good though. Getting a few cheap kills in the back. This is entirely gone. Let's bring these troops around here. And that's it, actually.
So the spirit of his army is broken too.
Okay, so the general, we'll see if we can catch him. Bring my cavalry around. We're warmed up, and he's got only one guy. We might be able to catch him. Nice. See, these guys are not too bad. Look at their little spangin' helms there. Okay, I think we'll end it. We've wiped out everything we need to wipe out. That army's not coming back. We did take some losses, though. Those poor Mariner swordsmen took quite a beating. And I think we had some axemen in the mix that probably didn't do too well either, but we'll see what the results are here in a sec. So the other question is, what else is waiting? Come on, let's see. Yeah, we had some axemen to Tharbad. We don't have quite so many anymore. We also lost a lot of pikemen. Yep, so we need the support. That will be the next turn that we can move these guys up. Oh, actually, no, it's this turn. What happened? Oh, it's the axemen. That's what's keeping you there. Okay, well, then how about this? Since we really need guys, I think I will, I'll pull everybody up north. Because I think we need to really take the fight to Adunabar now. And start going for, like, Last Bridge or something. I'm concerned about this. Like, it's really tempting to just take Bree and then go to Fornos, then Anuminas, because these are big. But, Last Bridge, this is another point Webba made in our discussions here. This is really important. And again, it doesn't look like much, arguably, on the strat map. It looks like just all these other, Adunabar settlements that have, a certain wall. But this is their key. This is their starting stronghold, really. It's their capital in the north. It's a chief city. And because they have it from the beginning, they don't need to build it up from scratch like they kind of do with these. And also, like these. All these settlements up here seem very intimidating because this is often where lots of orcs hang out. But realistically, they're not going to train anything good out of here. And Last Bridge, they can train some decent stuff. They've got hosting halls, which means that they can get dark bows out of here and Swords of the Shadow. These are the tough mail-clad swordsmen we were fighting in that battle. And if they happen to go non-cultic, they can get stuff like Royal Spearmen and Royal Longbowmen. So they're going to get, some good stuff in Last Bridge if we let them. So I think that's going to be the plan to not let them do that. So I think, yes, these guys will go up north. I do want to have the axemen come along as they can. Let's actually... Yeah, that public order is not bad. So we'll bring him up here, and we will be supplementing that with other things. Let's... Since I feel weird about just continuously training archers out of here, maybe I should not feel weird about that. How about we do this? We do a swap. We get a Spears of the Bridge down here, and we bring a couple of archers up this way. We're going to need to trade out some things. And we'll probably send some of these guys north too. But I think that'll be the decision for the following episode. Right now, it's recovering our pride as well as our forces from this disastrous attempt on Rivendell, and hoping that we can hold on in Bree and make use of the new funds we've acquired at Ridhmallen to act as a staging point. I do think, though, if we can just kind of hold off the forces to the north at Bree, kind of with our left hand, while we move this force, as well as some other stuff, to the right, to Last Bridge, that'll be the beginning of the end of Adunabar in the north, if we can kind of hold that. And it also, part of this is dependent upon how Dunlin and Rohan are doing. And it looks like there's still some question about that. As you can see, there's a big stack here, full stack with some wolf hunters, at least. That's not a nothing unit. They got some bowmen, too. It's all right. They've also got a decent presence still in Dunfrecka. I'm not sure if Rohan is going to take it. Rohan has this, which is from the fort that they took, Dol Baran here. And you can see they've got a good mix. Rohan, when it's controlled by the AI, tends to field more infantry. Like when I'm playing Rohan, it's like all cav armies for the most part. But when the AI does, they tend to make more balanced armies, which can be really effective in their hands. So... yeah, we'll see how this goes, but this is kind of nice. This is still stalemate territory, so we can focus on the north. So I hope you will stick around for that. See you then.